like, Jesus, what a day. But there's this.
I won't get satisfied.
We do such a heavy job actually. We check on eggs, we do a lot, but you know, we can, like that, those moments when the client exchanges and she taps the card. That's an exchange. Money is energy. That's all it is. So I don't want you to feel like you can't step in that.
We're doing my hair today.
With pride. I used to be the hot stylist that used to run to the receptions, give the doctor,
Share the love.
run away. Because I didn't want to be there, and she goes, "I'm a car." Or when they go like, "What's the damage?" I chew them so hard. I'm like, "Fuck you, package. What do you mean?" That was it. But because I had an issue with charging, often I would have clients who are like, "Do you have enough? Why are you charging so much? Last time I paid this." You know what I mean? Those moments where, and that you've left yourself open for it. Because you have an issue with it. Not her. But because she knows that there's an energetic, she's maybe not even conscious of it. I'm not sure that she wants to, you know, look at the clients. I'm sure she does. You know what I mean? Otherwise she'll be much more upfront and honest with this. You know? Than it needs to come. Today we're going to find why do you feel that you have a, you know, that why is that? That shouldn't be there. That's an issue you have. So if you can clear that, it will come out. You know what I mean? It's amazing. That's the law of the universe. When you clear that lesson, it will never come out again. Ever. And I had to become the guy, so I actually find my obsessions. She left. Oh no. Think about it, it wasn't quite like that. She left. Good for her. She's living a beautiful life. I had to know. Fuck, it's tough. Yeah. Because I ran for years from the money. You know what I mean? And I would pay someone to worry about that moment with the client. And shame, with me, that's nothing to do with her. She's just standing there, she takes my dog and just like, jeez. My dog is you know what I mean? And the client's like, what?
Welcome.
And she would have this whole thing around in the kitchen. I'm an artist, I don't worry about it. So all I'm saying is there's change. Today, I don't have a receptionist. My wife does all my bookings. I don't have to worry about bookings. I don't have to worry about anything like that. She does all the operations. I welcome my client in my space. I do this beautiful session with my clients. And I go and stand with my heart as open as possible. And I go to it. And look at this is I hate I have foils. I have 85 foils. It seems to take forever. It's like the universe is making me stand in my baby, and I'm like, okay, turn around. Please put another 500.
Thank you.
Or she's going to put 200 into us. Because we have created such a space of pain, and such a space of authenticity, and such a space of human interaction. That's what you need. That's what the business we're in. We happen to do hair, right? That's the modality. That's the material. That's what we do. But we don't really do hair. We transform people's lives by doing that. Okay. Done. Okay. That's good. Because as I say this to you, it's a reminder for me. I'm also so beautifully flawed and imperfectly human. With days I also forget. How special it is. Really. I do feel though that I can wake up and your energy is not, when you wake up and you're like, do you know what I mean by that? Do you know? You know when you're not quite like, you're not quite.
The people that we have that often.
Exactly. Exactly.
So,
And the more off your center, the more off your pole you are, the worse the clients seem to be that day. And they all seem to come on the same fucking day. They're all bitching to you. They're all so impossible. They are all so demanding. These fucking women, fucking best. How funny is that? How funny is that? So you find yourself getting further and further away from your core, and your day is getting shitter by the day. Your work is getting, you know what I mean? So my advice to you would be to find a moment, even if you have to do it 20 times a day, go to the bathroom. There's a technique that I learned from a monk, where you take your arm, so you stand like this against the wall, and you press your arm that way. So you're like, okay. And then you do the same from this side. So in other words, you're pressing. So in other words, what you're asking your energetic body is to come back into your body by pressing that button. And maybe what helps a lot as well is what you have to do is not go to the toilet, where you just let your whole head flop forward, and you rest in your hands and you just stay there for a few minutes. Breath and intention. I'm just trying to give you little tricks for you when you're walking out of that bathroom or when you're walking out of the kitchen. You have given yourself the most successful opportunity to come back to center and approach your client from a place of neutral, because she can then meet you there. So I'm just trying to give you some little moments, because if we don't address it, it gets worse and worse and worse and worse. And then you're like in it for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? And you're like, fuck, life is really tough. Life is life. But there's little things that you can, and instead of maybe doom scrolling, maybe watch a beautiful podcast on energy and well-being and wealth and abundance. You know what I mean? Maybe try and reprogram yourself with good stuff, with good, like good input. Yes.
So I wanted to ask about
Tap the screen. Welcome everyone.
If I had the time, for example, and I've done the kind maybe with other as well. So most of the in my salon we charge
This is
how many rows you charge? Allow my toner, and then you charge accordingly.
Yes.
So they take up to the consultant also to explain how much is she going to be charged, and then I'll explain to her how many bills procedently, how many bills I will use, maybe $40,000
Yes.
is to this amount, and a cut and blow which is to this amount. But then maybe it happens that I use maybe 10 or more or 5 or more or maybe 15 more because of the length and everything. And then when it gets
I'm too much with milligrams. So on Jagger, I'm going to mix the mask with the beauty potion. The beauty potion is like, genius. It is like a highly intense healing fluid. So whatever it needs to do in the hair, it just does. So, I'm not, it's keratin, protein, and creatine, and this and that, and all of this, and I don't know what's in here. I don't. I know that it is an organic derivative that looks at the hair and knows where to put what where. The beauty potion. You can use it in a spray form, you can put it in a mask, so in other words, you can any problem, even a drop of conditioner if you want. It kind of multiplies the healing ingredients that you're putting in. If that makes sense.
Morning everyone, how you doing? The comments for this live is off because I'm doing another intuitive cutting session with Reto, and I will be streaming it live on TikTok. I will place the phone in a good space for you guys to be able to see the live. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's see what happens to my hair. I'm actually not too sure what's gonna happen, so I'm a bit excited. Please do me a big favor, tap the screen, share the live, and let's have some fun. This is obviously a cool experience again. Thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate it. And for the people who are not here, well, fuck, that's your loss. It is what it is. Let's fucking do this. Let's have some fun. And I'm gonna make sure that you guys see the best of it. Thank you so much. Or maybe even the worst, because there's not gonna be any worst part about it. So cool. Shh.
So my first client has a consultation with me. My new client is sitting in the lounge. My client goes through to the basement. She's now getting the momentum experience. She's getting shampooing and conditioning. I use that time to do the consultation. So I don't book it separately. Do you know what I mean? I would be most probably having a cup of coffee or whatever because my first client was being shampooed and conditioned or treated, whatever. So I'm using that. I give it 15 minutes. Because within 15 minutes, I can tell you if I like her, if I want her to be my client, if she likes me, and if she wants to. Okay, so it's that kind of a moment. We sometimes don't even let up in front of them. And I give her the highest quote possible. Remember that. So if you're not sure how many modes you're going to use, just add 10. Just add 10. So you never want a client to come to you because you're cheaper than someone else. You never want a client to choose you because you're cheaper. Trouble. Immediately. You never want to be the cheap option. So do the quote. Add an extra 10 modes. I'm not sure if I'm going to do 70 or 80 foils. I'm going to quote for 100. And I print out the document. And I give it to her. And I say, this is the top. Wipe your legs. But no one wants to stand in front of somebody that told them you're going to pay $4,500. And now I want to charge you $5,000. Not a minute. I feel good. Right? So do that to yourself. Rather come to them and say, well, the quote was 5,200, but actually I use a bit less product. So it's now $4,500. Like that. Do you know, it's the psychology of value exchange. So always top.
Can I ask you, in your opinion, because we don't have a price list we give to our clients.
No, neither do I.
Okay. Because they don't get the idea from...
Exactly. So now it's out of it.
Okay. So when they come, I guess it is better to have it physically written out or printed out. Like, this is what it could cost, maximum.
And if I can't do it there, I do it when I have a minute on the system, because the system, treatment, I put everything. I take a photograph, my wife sends it to her as a WhatsApp. this is
Share the love.
You know what I mean? Because by the time I'm done with her, I can't now stand on the computer for 10 minutes. So I'll do it later than that. But I'll make sure that by that day, by that sunset day, she has the class. And I can go to my wife and say, okay, I need an hour and a half to film. Then she needs to process. Then I need her in my chair for a cut and you shadow, whatever it might be. Then she's going to process again, and then she's going to come to me for a whatever, or to my assistant. You know what I mean? So we know, because you know, like, your clients, I love the way they book for like a color. Like, Key, I'm fully booked for the next 4 years. There's no fuck. I'm doing this all the time. I have that, but it's in. I'll give you an example. I had this one client that walked in. I've never seen her before. She came for a consultation. And you know, like one of those.
I'm on my way downstairs quickly to go and fetch my good friend Johan Vivid. He's gonna take some cool pics of today. So I'm just bringing him down. I'm getting into the elevator. Let's see. Oh, where the fuck? I don't know how these lifts work. Okay, here we go. Welcome. Guys, I haven't been live in so long, but this is the start of some cool shit. You know, sometimes taking a break is not a bad thing. It's a good thing. You know how it goes. Life happens, but I'm here. Let's go. Let's see. Welcome everyone. Also, I see Nolly Vinyls are in the live now. I do have a cool live coming up with them on Wednesday. All music. It's all about the music. So on Wednesday, please check the schedule. It's posted on all my social media platforms, and you can check it out there. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun. Share the live, please. Yo. Moet ek my gesig wys?
Ja, ek het nog 'n paar sekondes wag.
So they
Stranger danger.
Buddy. Hey, die nog.
Asai, wat sê jy?
En jy?
Lekker man, long time. Ek's klaar live op TikTok. Sê hallo. Fuck, ek is honger eindelijk. Hoe gaan het? Goed? Lekker man. Zie je net, dia. Dat is hij. Ja, ik is klaar live op TikTok. Net al begin. Ja. Maar eerst om de andere dag beginnen. En dan zal ik probably next is.
Lekker snip.
Ja. Kat was. Jullie ook een ding. Ik denk. Kom ons. So. Ik denk. Jy kan letterlik in die hoekie gaan, daar's 'n seat daar. En dan kan jy net soos 'n view van hier af kry as jy kos kyk.
You guys need smoke break and toilet break before we go to the next one. And
Let's have a quick comfort.
let's have a company.
Hi, Reto.
Yes.
Can I've left it on now for
Beautiful.
10 minutes so far.
Hey, how are you? Yeah, that's great. So I've got the replenish and the potion. Right? Beautiful.
Wil jy alles op? Lekker. Okay, so there's a coffee / smoke break happening right now.
Okay.
And then we'll go on to the next one.
Coffee? I'm going to make a run. Oh, now yes, I'll make for you guys when you come back with a good coffee.
Gaat het goed? Goed. Mooi.
Ja,
Me, mine. Hello, how are you?
good and you?
Great, thank you.
I've had too many coffees already this morning. I can't have another one.
Scalp, hey?
I'm already shaking.
Getting into that scalp.
Spray this all over the scalp.
Jo, ek was so lank terug live, maar ek's nou live. Dis my eerste een in 'n lang tyd. Ja, it's going good. Laat dit begin.
That's the hands on now. That's the...
Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate it.
Or is it following through from the class? No, I just got that.
Share what the space looks like.
Because you guys would be able to
It's creative counseling. So,
what does that entail? Is this one for me?
Ek probeer net 'n lekker angle kry vir wanneer ek na die couch toe gaan. Maybe van hierdie tafel af, om net neersit
Ja,
op
maar
daai.
ek sal rondbeweeg en check wat ek
Okay, ja.
Dit is lekker lig.
Ek het daarom hierdie ding gebring, so ek sal hom net soos neersit iewers. Ek dink ek moet hom sommer nou al neersit. Dan is hy geplant. Hy word nie geplan nie.
Sorry.
and then
It's okay. Cool.
there's no...
Yes.
We aren't talking.
Maybe we do this.
So you come and then straight to the... That's it, very cool. Very cool.
You want to take this back to your own dirty
You can now leave my phone like this.
Exactly. Oh, no, can you really see?
I'm doing a TikTok live like I did with the last one.
That thing is so fancy.
Yeah.
Cool, right?
It's too fancy.
It's like the modern selfie stick.
Yeah. It's really cool.
What about the ball first? That's how it should be.
You're on a TikTok live right
Hello. Thank you. That's amazing. Welcome.
I'm gonna do my
I'll make yours after this one.
show. If you want me to show stuff, that's what I have
Very respectful and beautiful. Thank you. That's label called Pure Solid.
Very nice.
All of them. Then sound.
Semi-small.
They're sharing now. But the main story is in sound.
Have you seen the scratch patch in Sunset?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's so
Oh,
wonderful. I was like a child. I spent like 4 hours in the scratch patch just digging.
Yeah, of course. Good to see you. Yes.
On
But
her,
just
just the
just
cake.
the cake.
You like it flowy, got you.
Yes.
Got you.
Yes, en nee. Ja, en volgens. En dan kan ik morgen dus.
I'm just trying to find like a good location for the camera, guys. I feel like the first one is probably the best, but everyone is coming back in now, and everyone's doing their thing. Just a bit of a break before we start on the next segment, which is also cool. But yeah, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Let's see. So I'm going to do a bit of an interview beforehand with Reto. And then after that, it'll be me at the base and getting the full head treatment, doing all the stuff. And then obviously the cutting will happen. And it'll be a whole thing, which is going to be cool. So, and you're all here to see it. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. First live in a long fucking time.
Okay. Good.
And then I could bring it up to the top sticking out. Could I just look up for me? And just no, other way. Back. Yeah. Just want to rinse the scalp, sorry. It's called African. Any other
I'll just stop feeling.
I'm rinsing thoroughly.
That's great. Rinse, go rinse.
It's got so much heat, so I don't want to miss anything.
After this concussion.
Whatever.
Lobotomy, straight up.
Yes, no
This thing doing its thing.
No.
It is. Fuck, there's 180 people behind it. Because then I don't get clean video footage of the live. So ek sit dit af, maar daar's 180 mense daarin anyway. I'm not okay.
Just no one is talking.
No, they're just listening, which is fun.
Okay, I'm with you.
So hulle is daar en hulle kyk en
I'm a scroll on TikToker, so.
maybe scroll jy en dit in en dan sal die comments nie.
Although I must say, every time you live, you always pop up first on my TikTok.
Dit is 'n goeie ding, dan se ek op die For You page. Daar's 208 mense daar binne.
In a room or something.
Yeah, you
O, by my huis, ja.
And then you were, I think you were with Kent once, wasn't it? Yeah, I saw you with him live once. But every time I scrolled, and you're the first person that popped up.
That's a good thing, because that means I'm on the For You page.
I guess if you want to say that, that's like a thing.
If I want to say... Ja, dan pop ek op die For You page en dis 'n goeie ding, maar dat beteken it gets sent out to everyone. It's a good thing then.
Yeah.
Just trying to figure out where I can put it when I'm sitting there.
See a drop of water, sorry.
Just put it
Yeah. But they're like, yeah, it took me a while to get used to that. I'm like, how rude. Right?
Because now you're doing it yourself.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you the trigger is all over you. There we go. Good.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here, all 284 people.
Already? Up another 100.
Yeah, it's
Like a few minutes.
yeah, it's cool.
I just got like a massive head rush.
It's the concussion.
I told you. I know it like you lay down.
Thank you, Nikki. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm almost at 10k likes. Thank you. We're gonna start soon. We're gonna start soon. It's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna have an interview with Reto. Then he's gonna cut my hair on the live. So you guys are gonna see that firsthand. Hair getting cut. I know the comments are all for this. I know it's a bit weird, but the reason I put the comments off is so everyone can see the whole thing and it doesn't get bombarded with comments. It's a clean image. I don't mind it being bombarded with comments. I actually prefer it that way, but for this live I think we keep it clean, everything's nice, and I think we let the live do its thing and let the space do its thing, and whatever happens, which is a cool thing. And you're all part of the ride, and we'll see how it works out. Thank you so much for being here. Please tap the screen. I would really appreciate it so much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, same here.
Where's your ass, Anthony? Oh, no. Almost there. Almost.
Sasha, can I have one of the guys?
What would you like, sorry?
A cutting guy.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. Let's go.
Okay, are we all back?
I'm waiting for you at your last done. What's in moment?
Share the live. I don't know if I can show him cutting her hair. I haven't asked permission for that, so I'm not sure if I'm allowed to do that. I want to though, because it's gonna be cool. But
Okay, we're back.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. Thank you very much. So now I feel like I've been talking so much. Has anything landed? Am I connected? I feel like I'm connecting with you. I feel like there's a real open-hearted energy. So thank you for that, because I do get a bit nervous about these things. I'm still human. So thank you for making me feel so comfortable here, and that I can speak from a place of openness and intuition and heart. So now I want to maybe let my hands do it. So I think I'm going to maybe turn up the music a bit, and maybe you can get a bit of an insight of how I work in the sound. There's a lot of that, a lot of connecting, a lot of putting in. I want to set myself up for success. If that can become your mantra in the morning, I'm going to set myself up for success too. That energy will invite success. So what does success mean? It doesn't mean success as in I'm famous. It means as in like, I get her, I understand her, the hair's falling beautifully. It's just landing, it's moving, she feels seen, she feels heard, she feels good. I feel like I'm really creating, I'm not maintaining. That's success. Do you know what I mean? So now here, hydrate on the scalp. Remember, the scalp.
Please don't post any footage of this.
A little bit like the soil is needing like compost. Do you know what I mean? If this was earth, I've dug some moisture into the earth, because when the earth is healthy, the plants are healthy. Same with scalp, right? Then I'll use the replenish, because I wanted to just dump as much healing into this hair as possible. And this hair can absorb. So, when I start, when I do my cut, I'm just going to explain to you why this looks like it does. So, the enhancing water, amazing. Because sometimes when we add water, we actually dehydrate. Right. So, the enhancing water is like, it's like an elixir of moisture. I'm going to use a bit of that before I cut, or for my cut. I'm going to use a little bit of the indulgent fluid oil. This is an oil that goes in. I don't need anything to sit outside. I don't want to alter my clay. I don't want to alter my fabric. I just want to make it its best version of itself. That's what I must say I have learned with authentic beauty concept. That I'm creating the best hair, the best canvas for you to work on. I'm not altering it. You know what I mean? Very important. And then I'm going to use a little bit of the flawless primer. I cut with this every day of my life. Love it. It's not so much of a retail product. I don't really sell it a lot. It's for that client that doesn't want product, but she wants heat protection. She doesn't want to feel anything. That's how clean this is. This is super, super light. It's like angel light. It's so light. It's so beautiful. But, it doesn't give me anything except protection. Beautiful. So, and then I'm going to use a little bit of my hand and hair cream. Again, I'm choosing the lightest. You would look at this hair and think, hey, wow, this hair is like, wow. No, I want this hair to go, So, I'm going to play with the products, I'm going to apply them, and then me and Jagger are just going to have this moment. If there's any questions, if you can't see, please get up, come here, walk around. I maybe want to just drop it and be creative without having to necessarily come out of that to connect with you. I feel like I am connected with you, but I just want to drop it. So, is that okay? Can you stand for me?
My
wanted to just feel more of it. You know what I mean? That's what we want to talk. But maybe I'll just take you through the steps. Middle path. Take a section. The most important thing is that you have your shortest and your longest head present. So your first section can be this. Because, you know, I'm relying on my eye knowing that when I cough, I need to land up here. So if that's not there, you know, you can land up on a too steep back. And then you land up, you know, with those haircuts that look like a bob from the front? And then you're like, no, it's not there. No. Do you know what I mean? So by you having the middle path, and did you see I kept my middle path all the way through? Because if I keep my middle path, and I made the head travel this way, and she moves with me, she moves. So see, she's part of this creative process. She's not sitting in front of the mirror looking at her phone. This is a collaboration, it's a feeling. You know what I mean? So she's standing, she's moving. I make sure she's always balanced, she moves. Second sections, and you could see what, you remember we spoke about that layer being too heavy? There it was, you could see it. So all I did is I chiseled. And I went deep with the blade, but I didn't do that. Because I didn't want to make it thinner and fluffier, but I didn't want it to be heavy. So that's my decision creatively, how deep do I blade? You can do this with a scissor. You know, it's not about you doing me, it's about you finding your own way. If you feel like the hair's going to be a bit, because you know a lot of clients are very scared of this thing, right? And it's not the thing, it's who used it that fucked up the hair, not the blade. You know what I mean? So if you're like, then point cut. But get your client out of your chair, get her to stand. See the canvas as one. You know, we love to be like section per fork, you know, like 45 sections and clips and fucking other, because it makes us feel safe. You know what I mean? I have a system, don't worry. I don't want systems, I want feeling. I want an intuitive way. And I use the products that kind of don't make the hair feel like product. They just give me this unbelievable clay to sculpt with. It's authentic, I don't change it. Maybe at lunchtime we'll blow dry her quickly so you can see when it's dry. I think I'm going to do the bangs when it's dry, because I just feel that the face frame, I need that to kind of, I have a feeling and I'm going to trust my intuition that part of the haircut will be not dry. But all of this, I really wanted to do, it was beautifully prepared hair. Can you see how it now flows more like water? There's no beginning and stages. And I just took a bit of that off. I didn't want it to be a whole thing, like 12 sections later, blunted. I just felt, you know, once it's blown dry, I might take off a little bit more, but I allow that creative decision making right till the end when she's at the tilt. I'm still always like, I mean, often I go back and I'm like, oh, sorry, now that I saw how I felt like, oh, maybe I need to thin that a bit this up a bit. Do you know what I mean? Or make that middle part of the fringe just a little bit shorter. It often happens right till she's at the tilt. You know, so it's not like, okay, you're done. Do you know what I mean? I'm like connected with her till she's in the cut. So, any questions? Yeah. Especially for this kind of, yeah, 100%. I feel I work better when I'm in my better, I stand better than I sit. We all stand better than we sit. But you know, I feel like I want her to be part of this creative. So, you know, to make it get away from the mirror, get her out of the chair, get her to stand, you know what I mean, and be part of it. You can sit her down afterwards and like blow dry, of course, you know what I mean. But it's not so much about, I just want you to maybe find another way of you doing things. Because like I said earlier, if you don't change, nothing changes. You know what I mean? Lovely. So my darling, we're going to blow dry you in the lunch break. Safe. Yeah. There's nothing that's safe or unsafe. It's a feeling. Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's no right or wrong. I mean, of course, we make mistakes, right? We learn. But yeah, you know, I don't think there's a right way or wrong way of doing it. Just be conscious when you do it. That's the most important thing. Why are you choosing to do that? That's more important than why you know, the technique you use. Okay, great. Thank you. You can just chill over there. So we're going to blow dry that just now. You don't have to watch me blow dry hair. Especially not that kind of hair. It's a lot of hair. Okay, great. Are you happy to be there? Yes. Great. Taryn.
Yes.
Hi, Taryn. Come on. How are you? Take a seat. Taryn, everyone. So, Taryn, how lovely to connect with you. We've never been
guys. I thought that I was going up next, but I'm not going up next. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna just keep the live going, and you guys are in for it. I hope you guys are okay with that. And thank you.
What is the? I feel it could be a little bit more, right? A bit more like who you are. You know what I mean? Because I feel like you are usually.
Share the live.
So they're not terror, they're not like, we're not calling the day in or anything like that. It's a middle calm. It's a positive affirmation. I work with them all the time. Do any of you have like that would be maybe a beautiful thing to put in your notebook. Go and find some positive affirmation or angel cards at exclusive books, or take a lot. We love take a lot is everything. Something like this. You don't have to, but I just tell you it helps me in just everywhere. I'll put one everywhere. And I leave it on my desk. My clients look for them, they love them. So what I often do is I say to my client, you know, when you cut hair, you let go of a lot of stuff that no longer serves because it holds on to your hair. You know that, right? Hair has such memory that when we do a haircut, let's maybe be intentional. Are you okay to pull an angel card? No, so, I asked my client first, are you okay to pull an angel card? So I want you to, in the meantime, shuffle these, and then whenever you're ready, let me know. The intention of this card is not so much what is she letting go of, because we don't really care about that because she's already processed. You know what I mean? She's already stepped through it, so it's behind her. So we don't really want to know what she's leaving behind, and that's very personal and that's very her. We sometimes don't even know what we're leaving behind. You know what I mean? But I would love to set an intention of this haircut. What are you moving into? Because she's making space, right? By clearing away old energy. What is she stepping into? So you, yes. Do you want to read it out loud? Do you mind?
So it says adventure. Instead of seeing the current situation as an obstacle, try seeing it as an adventure. Explore all the possibilities. There are many more than you currently. There are many more than you currently imagine. Instead of seeing things as either black or white, try to explore all the colors in between.
You wanted to say it.
Right? I mean, but did you feel the energy in the room, her vulnerability, the moment when she adventured was a reminder that she needs to be adventurous. Now let's take that energy into it. Now you see how much more valuable, how much more human, how much more powerful this haircut, it's so much more than a haircut, is already for yourself. And I know that the adventure will begin today for you. Join us here. So, I'm just going to ask you, don't sit to the chairs, I'm going to be ready. Okay. So, let me just ask. So, is that okay? Okay. So, I'll tell you what, I'm going to try, I'm not want to create.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be live in just a little bit. I'm gonna save my battery until it's time for me to go up. And until then, I will see you guys in just a little bit. Thank you, bye-bye.